We are not sailing, but this is the worst Anchorage ever. We are tucked in behind the reef, but it became rocky in the night. Rocky like it's hot.
Cockburn Town on Grand Turk Island is the oldest permanent settlement in the Turks and Caicos Islands. We had a nice walk along Duke Street, which is lined with stucco limestone buildings that reflect Grand Turk's colonial heritage.
So, it's beautiful here, Turks and Caicos. We're ready for dinner. What are we eating? Wow, some vegetarian pasta and cheese. Oh, this is the pasta, this is the cheese. Sun goes down. It's a golden hour. Bon appetit, guys. Oh, it's a beautiful sight here. Delicious. Thank you.
And do you know who cooked it?
Yes, Sky.
I did.
Nice, man. Thanks.
You're welcome.
While sailing with our boat along the coast, we saw some whales up close again. But you probably know how it goes. By the time I had my camera out, they had already swam away. We didn't see a lot of other sailing boats in this area while we were there, even though we thought it was a very beautiful place. Let's catch a fish!
Yeah. No, you don't want to get caught up with that big fellow there.
The big fellow. Where is he? Like many islands in the Caribbean, especially in the Northern Caribbean, Turks and Caicos is a popular cruise destination. Hey, Liam. Liam's gonna watch. Once we'd had some rest after our trip here, we were ready to explore a bit more of the islands. We sailed to the north of Turks and Caicos. The southern route is supposed to be more beautiful, but it's very shallow and we didn't feel like dodging coral heads the entire day. And besides, we were headed for the Bahamas next, so this was more on our route. As you can see, there wasn't a lot of wind, so it was time to get the code 0 up. It was getting late and we weren't going to make it to the anchorage we chose before sunset. So we decided to look for a place nearby where we could get behind the reef and anchor for the night. This place didn't turn out to be very well protected, but it was only for one night and we figured that it would still be better than to keep sailing in the dark again. Turns out it wasn't such a great idea. We had a terrible night. The rocking of the boat on these short waves and the sound of the water splashing onto the hull prevented us from sleeping. We left as soon as we were ready in the morning.
We are not sailing, but this is the worst anchorage ever.
On our way to the next anchorage, we caught a tuna, so we had a nice lunch after we arrived in the most amazing tropical bay we'd ever seen. And how is the fresh fish?
Perfect.
Delicious, eh?
We took advantage of the calm water here to go up the mast and inspect and repair the main halyard at the top. Being anchored in this place is how I dreamed sailing life would be like. A quiet place with tropical blue water, endless white beaches, dolphins swimming around the boat in the morning, beautiful snorkeling reefs and sunshine. We ran out of fresh fruits and vegetables, so it was time to go grocery shopping. It was a dinghy ride of approximately 6 nautical miles to Grace Bay, where the closest shops were. We had been seeing the same 2 dolphins every morning around the boat. While we were on our way to the sandbank one morning, they approached us and kept swimming around the dinghy, so we decided to get in the water. Especially the little one was very curious and came really close. Sky was even a bit scared. We tried to keep our distance, but the little one kept swimming towards us and was continuously touching my flippers with its nose. Once I put my camera underwater, he gave us one last look and took off. I guess he didn't feel like becoming a YouTube star. This was definitely one of the most wonderful experiences of our lives. We were really overwhelmed. Later that day, we spent some time at the beach. During the day, there were a few more boats in the bay, but still all was quiet. Liam enjoyed himself by looking for shells in the water, and Sven and Sky played in the sand. The next morning it was super quiet when I woke up. I got up to watch the sunrise and the water was so calm. It was like being on a lake. I enjoyed this calm, quiet morning and went for a refreshing morning swim. I think we can definitely say that this was the best Anchorage we have been to so far. We stayed here for a few more days before heading over to the Bahamas, which we were also very excited about. We'll show you all of that in the next episode, so make sure you're subscribed to our channel and your notifications are on. As you might already know, you can support us by buying us a virtual drink through the link in the description or by hitting the super thanks button under the video. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like our video and leave a comment.